What's happening, beautiful people? Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the European opening. Big day today on the markets, with the European markets almost unchanged ahead of the new Brexit talks that will continue today, and the first presidential debate between U.S. President Donald Trump and his counter candidate Joe Biden to be announced later on today. Extreme volatility expected, guys. We're looking at the European Central Bank President Christine Lagarde stating yesterday that the region's central bank is ready to deploy more monetary stimulus to aid the recovery if needed as the pandemic continues. In the same time, we had the Democratic lawmakers in the States unveiling last night the new $2.2 trillion coronavirus relief bill, which U.S. House of Representatives Speaker Nancy Pelosi described as a compromise measure. So the stimulus is out, guys. Europe and the US as well are trying to release new stimulus measures. They understood the severity of the problem. They saw the financial markets reaction in the past couple of weeks, and they've decided it's about time to push the stimulus measures out front. On the other hand, we're looking at crude oil giving up the little gains it had yesterday, but still in an uptrend, currently trading around the 40-30 level, or just short of that after the European opening. We see gold futures trading higher on the last two trading sessions, currently trading at 1885, with investors potentially eyeing the 1900 mark, which is a very important psychological resistance level. Let's see how the markets open today, guys, and what's expected to happen. So the headline today that was released 27 minutes ago is European stocks seen flat, stimulus eyed ahead of presidential debate. No doubt about it, this will weigh heavily on the economic calendars today. Let's see what the article has to say. So Democratic lawmakers unveiled late on Monday the new 2.2 trillion COVID relief bill. This looks like a last-ditch effort to revive stalled talks with the White House, with the total cost of the package now closer to the level the Republicans could take. We saw Christine Lagarde announcing that she will deploy more monetary stimulus to aid the recovery if needed, as the pandemic hampers prospects for the economy. This comes as the global death toll from COVID-19 rose past 1 million today, according to data from Johns Hopkins University, with the death rate increasing in recent weeks as infections surged in several countries. Europe accounts for nearly 25% of the deaths, with the World Health Organization had warned of a worrying spread in Western Europe just weeks away from the winter flu season. Investors will also be keeping a wary eye on the latest Brexit talks, while the first debate between US President Donald Trump and his rival Joe Biden takes place later today and will be closely watched in the run up to November's presidential election. Oil prices edged a bit lower today as concerns about the impact on demand from rising COVID cases took precedence over hopes that the new stimulus package may be in the offering. The market will be looking for signs of U.S. demand growth in inventory data due on today from the American Petroleum Institute and the Energy Information Administration. Okay, so we're going to have the API crude oil inventories, which usually are a very good indicator of the crude oil inventories that will be announced tomorrow. Right, let's have a quick look and see what analysts say about gold. Okay, gold was up this morning in Asia, boosted by a weaker dollar, but avoiding big moves ahead of the U.S. presidential debate and the latest developments in the U.S. stimulus measures. So it's all about the presidential debate that's going to happen today, guys. Let's have a look at the charts and see how the markets open today. There we go. We see oil trading slightly lower currently at 40.24, but still in an uptrend. You can clearly see the trend channel on the chart. So now most traders will eye this level, the $39.99 or the $40 mark, or somewhere around that level, getting ready for potential buy positions if oil decides to turn around and continue the uptrend. With an oversupplied market and a very low demand, Let's see if that's going to happen today. But we can clearly see the oil pushing higher in the last few days, giving a lot of traders hope that the markets will eventually stabilize, despite other countries joining OPEC and accelerating a bit of overproduction. Let's move on to the euro and see what's going on with the euro. We see a negative opening on the markets today, with the euro trading at 116.72 against the US dollar, with the RSI and the stochastic pointing downwards. So now we can see the markets entering a bit of a ranging market ahead of this presidential debate. Also, the Brexit talks that will follow today will pin the markets down. There you go, guys. Yeah, this is a ranging market. If the euro continues to push a bit lower, then many traders will, I'm sure they will go for short positions, short term. Yeah, eyeing somewhere around the 116.30 level if they want to be conservative, or just slightly lower. Right, let's not forget, guys, we're looking at the charts on a 60-minute chart. So every candlestick, green already, you see, represents 60 minutes. So for the markets to get from there to there, we're looking at easily 4 to 8 hours. Yeah, so probably by the end of the day today, or by US opening, we're going to see the euro pushing slightly lower. Yeah, that's one of the cases. The other case might be euro will push higher, and at that point, investors will definitely eye for this level, for the 117.26 level, as the first take profit for a long position. Okay, but again, don't expect a lot from the markets today, as the presidential elections weigh heavily on financial markets around the world. Right, let's move on to the pound, guys. We see the pound pulling back a bit after the fantastic rally it had yesterday on talks about the Brexit. So that was the first round of talks, which will definitely continue today and probably tomorrow and Thursday as well. Now, in this case, what is expected from the pound? So again, we can see the ranging market. Okay, we can see the support resistance levels there at the bottom. Okay, then yesterday we saw the rally of the market up to this level. Okay, and what is happening from here? You can break it down, guys. You can break it down with other support resistance levels, with the intermediary support resistance levels, which usually help traders position themselves on the market, avoiding a big drawdown. Now, let's see where the pound will take it from here. We're going to have a look at some trading signals in a few minutes and see what the analysts are thinking. If the pound gets rejected by this support level, then probably the traders will go for short-term long positions, eyeing the 128.95 level. Alternatively, if the pound will drop below the support level, then very likely short-term traders will aim for short positions at 127.91 or somewhere around that region. Okay, let's see what the trading signals show us and how the pound will move in the next half an hour to 1 hour. And once the markets settle a bit, then we will get a clear indication of the market. The US dollar is pushing higher today ahead of the presidential election debate, with the RSI high in the overbought level, and with the stochastic again pointing upwards in the overbought level. What's worth noting is that from the RSI point of view, we don't see the RSI entering the oversold, which if you look at the bottom of the chart here, where I'm pointing with the mouse right now, there you go. I'm going to draw a line there. Right. So you see the US dollar did not manage to get into the oversold levels like it did in the past when the market was in a downtrend. Okay. Unfortunately, the RSI moves horizontally, so it's going to be the market's not being able to reach overbought or oversold levels that indicate an uptrend or a downtrend. Okay, so the dollar is still pushing higher, creating higher highs. Let's see what's going to happen today. Again, we need the markets to settle, guys, to be able to pick a direction for the day. But if we look at the last performance of the US dollar, yeah, we see it breaking this support level, settling a bit higher. Okay, at 105.67, and if that's the case, then probably short-term traders will aim for long positions at 105.91. Okay, which is the previous resistance level. Let's move on to the Aussie dollar, which performed quite well overnight. supported by gold, and a bit of pressure on the US dollar coming from the Asian trading session. It's currently trading downwards with the RSI and the stochastic pointing towards the downside, yet turning around from the overbought levels. Let's see if that's going to continue. USD Canadian, it's ranging from what we see here. Still very, very undecided yet. Okay, so again, if you draw your support resistance levels, guys, yeah, you can clearly see the pattern. Yes, so the USD versus the Canadian is stuck in the 133.52 and 134 from what we see there. Again, short-term positions are more likely than long-term positions today, yeah, with volatility expected. Let's have a look at the S&P 500 and the Dow Jones, which finally closed the second day in green yesterday, with the S&P trading at 3351.60, way higher than the previous session, and with the Dow Jones closing the day higher as well on 27,584.71. Okay, we saw it trying to pull back a bit, but if you zoom out, yeah, this is what's likely to happen if the Dow decides to settle higher, yeah, for the third session in a row. Then probably traders will eye for the 28,152 level, okay, and going for the correction of the markets. But we're going to get more details in the afternoon at the US opening. We see the US dollar index again undecided today, very undecided on the Asian session. It dropped slightly and now it's trying very shy still to push higher. Let's see what's going to happen in 30 to 40 minutes once the markets decide to settle. Gold futures currently trading at 1886, performing really well on the Asian session. Okay, closing higher, closing closer to the 1900 level. Yeah, which is there. You can see the psychological 1900 level. The RSI and the stochastic are currently pointing downwards. Yeah, a bit of a pullback might be expected from gold. And we take it from there. We're going to see what is going to happen from there. It all has to do with investor sentiment in days like this, guys. Technical analysis helps, but not a lot. Yeah, when the markets are really calm and nothing is going on, then yes, we can look for technical analysis. But when you have big events like this, then investor sentiment tends to weigh heavily. Right, we're looking at Brent oil futures, which again, just like crude oil, is in an uptrend, yeah, pushing slowly but surely higher and higher. Okay, we see it getting ready for the slingshot effect. So it pushed lower on the Asian session, and now, if the technical analysis makes any sense, yeah, we might see it pushing a bit higher, aiming towards the 43.23 level. Okay, but again, let's see the trading signals and let's see how the markets will react shortly. Silver currently trading higher than yesterday at 23,753, and by the looks of it is looking to push a bit higher today, probably towards the 25 level. Will we see a rally of 100 points on silver today? Very interesting to follow. Bitcoin, we're looking at Bitcoin again, still not being able to break the 11,000 market. We see it trading as high as 10,967. That was, when was it? 2 days ago. Yeah, it went a bit sideways, but again, it's trading in the higher 10,000 marks. Currently trading at 10,739. Okay, a bit of divergence between indicators. Yeah, we don't know exactly what's going to happen as Bitcoin is decentralized. And again, investor sentiment is really the only thing that contributes to the price movement. Right, quick look in the economic calendar. Let's see what's expected to happen today. We see the Spanish consumer price index coming out a few minutes ago, positive, better than economists predicted. Okay, what is next? We're going to have the German consumer price index to be announced at 3 o'clock. Goods trades balance on the US dollar at 330. Retail inventories, okay, which is the ex-auto sector. Now, that's when we're going to get a bit of push on oil, very likely, okay, as this sector weighs heavily on supply and demand, yeah? Right, later on in the afternoon, we're going to have FOMC press conference, consumer confidence at 5 o'clock GMT plus 3. Very, very interesting. Another FOMC member, Clarida, speaking in the afternoon. And API crude oil inventories to be announced just before midnight. Now, there's no doubt about it, guys. All eyes will be on the Donald Trump and Joe Biden talks, which will happen today in the afternoon. We're going to come back with more details at the US opening. Right. Okay. So 27 minutes into the London opening, we see the FTSE 100 futures on a strong sell on a 5-minute chart. Okay. And hourly they turn neutral. Okay. And the daily still remains a strong sell. So very mixed trading signals shortly after the London opening. We see the CAC 40 futures on a buy position on a 5-minute chart, strong buy on 15 minutes and hourly. Again, the daily still remains a strong sell. So long-term positions with signals like this are very, very difficult to plan. We're looking at the DAX, guys, which has a strong buy position on all 3 time frames. Okay, that might be an interesting position to look at, as it gives a clearer indication on the trading signals. Euro Stoxx 50 again, strong buy, short term, but the daily still remains a strong sell. Okay, what else have we got here? What else have we got here? Right, let's have a quick look at commodities and see what analysts are saying about commodities. Right, we're looking at gold futures with a strong buy position on a 5-minute chart, followed by a buy and a strong buy on an hourly chart. Same does silver, strong buy on all 3 positions. So out of these two, silver tends to give us a clear direction. And if we look at the charts, okay, always look at the charts as well. We see silver getting ready again for that slingshot effect that I was telling you about. After the pullback, we might see it rallying a bit, okay, continuing the uptrend, continuing this recovery that after the drop we see here in the left hand side. Okay, so it makes a bit of sense for a potential buy position on silver, especially with the stochastic down here apparently turning around halfway, and with the RSI pointing upwards. Okay, I'm sure many traders agree. Okay, I'm sure some traders won't agree, but I'm sure many traders agree. Okay, let's move on. Let's see what they have to say about copper. Copper is a strong sell on all time frames. Okay, crude oil, WTI, and Brent oil, again, strong buy positions on a 5-minute chart, guys, but no other information on a 15 minutes or hourly. So we need the markets to settle a bit. This strong buy might turn into a sell position if traders decide against it today. We see a strong buy position on natural gas, guys, on all 4 time frames. So again, that's a clear signal to take. Have a look at the charts, check some indicators. Compare this signal with another signal which you might be getting, and then if it makes sense, you know what you have to do. The markets aren't expected to move heavily today, as we have a few events expected. We have the Brexit talks, we have in the Eurozone, and the presidential debate. Let's see how the markets will react, guys. So far, this is it. We're looking at strong buy on gold, strong buy on silver. Apparently, the markets are settling slightly. Let's have a quick look at currency pairs as well, guys, and see what they say and if it makes sense. Right, strong buy position on the euro after the European opening this morning. Quick look at the charts to see if it makes a bit of sense. Right, the euro is indeed pushing higher. You can see it here in the last 8 to 12 hours from what I see here. Okay, all we need to see is the euro breaking above this level. Okay, and then the signal will make more sense. Right, the pound, again, the pound, just like the euro, is stuck. We need to see what's going to happen. Maybe if I decrease the time frame. Yes, there you go. The pound is pushing higher, slowly. Okay, still very undecided. Let's look at the euro, which, yes, is pushing higher, but we need a confirmation. If you want to trade, you need a confirmation to avoid a potential drawdown on your trading account. The euro might be going higher today, But what do you want to do as a trader? You want to position yourself on the market. So after you open the position, preferably within 2, 3, 5 minutes, your position goes straight into profit. Yeah, that's going to help you two ways. One, emotionally, you're not going to sweat seeing that your position is going against you for a bit. And then in your trading account, you will avoid a drawdown. So that helps both ways. Let's see. The markets will confirm that in a few minutes, guys. Right, this is it. This is it from my side. Yeah, we can see the signals turning. This is what I keep telling you guys. The markets tend to settle half an hour to 1 hour after the market opening. So that's why careful with the positions. If you want to get more trading signals with an accuracy of up to 75%, guys, you can go on forexc.com. Okay, forexc.com. That is the website, or forexcube.com, and you will be redirected. And the customer support will take it from there. At the bottom side of the page, in the right hand side, you will get two messages from customer support. You can join their Facebook group, and they send the signals with an accuracy of up to 75%, quite a few times a day. Try them out, compare the trading signals, guys, absolutely free, and see what works for you. This was it from my side today. Remember to join me at 4:30 and ring the bell together for the US opening. By then, hopefully, we're going to get more details on Brexit talks between UK and the European Union. And, of course, the long-awaited presidential debate between Donald Trump and Joe Biden. Until then, remember to trade responsibly, and may all your trades be in the money.